I'm here this evening with Camryn Andersen, 110 pounder from Sioux City North, placed sixth at state this year, had a great season. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm excellent. Kind of been a hectic day, but that's all right. We're gonna get going here. I really have never talked to you. I've watched you wrestle a number of times, but never actually had the chance to talk. So this is gonna be fun to get to know you. Let's just get started with when did you start wrestling?
I started wrestling my eighth grade year.
What was the reason you said, I think I'm gonna start wrestling?
I always watched Molly Seg wrestle and Danica Peterson, and I just thought it was different. I wanted to be different, so I went out for it.
I can see that Molly's been a good friend of mine for quite a few years and she's fun, definitely fun to watch.
Yeah.
What's something after you started wrestling that you're like, I didn't realize wrestling was going to be like this?
Definitely the mental aspect of it. I thought I wasn't gonna have to be super tough on myself, but pushing through practices, I realized that I need to be mentally stronger than what I actually am.
Yeah, it's crazy how hard it is to, I've played a lot of different sports and it's hard to be one-on-one with someone else. It's not an easy thing to do. So when did it become, hey, I'm trying this sport out to, man, I really like this sport and I think I could be good at this sport?
I would say when I made it to state my freshman year, it was kind of more for fun. And then I did a lot of practice over the summer with my coaches. And then I realized that I actually can be pretty good at it. And I decided to take it more seriously from there.
Yeah, you really did. I mean, you've definitely have seen the arc on that, and you've really improved, and you've done a great job. You said you practice a lot over the summer. What else are you doing? Are you hitting the weight room a lot?
My coaches have weight training twice a week. And then we have summer lifting up at North that I attend every summer.
Nice. And then practicing a couple times a week during the summer too. And
Yep.
you said earlier to me you don't go to a club, so this is strictly with the high school practices and that's that's amazing. There and the crazy thing is there's not a lot of clubs in our area to even go to. It's not easy. So let's go to your season. Uh, you started off the season injured.
Yep.
What was your injury?
I sprained my labrum and my rotator cuff.
Uh, Shoulder labrum?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a tough injury to come back from. So how much rehab did you have to do on that?
I went to physical therapy twice a week, and then at home I did a bunch of stuff with my dad, and then at the school during practice I would work on some stuff with my coaches.
Yeah, because that labrum injury, that's a tough one because everything revolves around our shoulders. Um, but then you got an opportunity about mid-season. I know you missed a lot up front, but season went well. I got to see you wrestle. You made it to state. How did going to state? How let's find the question here. How was the state tournament for you?
Going into the state tournament, I was more worried about the the outcome of it, but going into it, I just realized that I needed to have fun, and then my teammates made it really enjoyable. I was able to really calm down and focus on my matches one by one, and it went really well for me. I was able to put out all my effort onto the mat, and it worked.
Yeah, because even just qualifying for the state tournament anymore has gotten so tough. That was a
Yeah.
tough district. At 110, I'm trying to think 110, man, there was and there was even one missing. The Fort Dodge girl, I think she was sick that day. So there was even one more person that would have been one more that to try to make it through to get to state. So a tough district. Who was maybe your toughest match at your regional?
I would say Brooklyn Droucher in the
Yeah,
finals.
Brooklyn is a tough wrestler.
Yeah.
How many times this year did you have to wrestle Brooklyn?
I wrestled her 3 times this
Three
season.
times. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's always got something up her sleeve. She's got some crazy moves that just come out of nowhere
Yeah.
sometimes. But you mentioned your team, and your team helped you get through it, had fun at state and
Yeah.
everything. What's the culture of your team? What's it like to be on Sioux City North's team?
Our team is really evolved with each other at school. We're always talking to each other. It's a big family. Our coaches really strive for us to really be in each other's corners every matches. And overall, I think it's just been a big family. We've always supported each other and on and off the mat. Even in school, we'll help each other with schoolwork. And at practice, it's we're just pushing each other to the hardest.
Can you think of a moment this year? Because you had a really good season and you really came on late. I mean, you guys did a great job. Can you think of a time this season that maybe brought your team together, as a better unit, maybe a dual meet that you guys pulled out or something?
Yeah, so we always have our duel against Sioux City West, and that's always a pretty good meet. Everybody's always yelling for each other, but at that meet, I really realized that everybody supports each other, and we were all screaming. There's so many pictures from that meet. It was just my favorite.
That's got to be kind of fun, the in-town rivalries and stuff. And yeah, that is probably pretty fun. What's Sioux City's done a great job. A lot of the cities are combined, programs. Des Moines Public is combined, Davenport's combined, Ankeny Centennial combined, all these. But Sioux City is all three schools are separate.
Yeah.
What's it? I mean, what's it like to have those close rivalries? And I'm sure some of those kids probably known them for a lot of years. What's it like to have them in the same town and be rivals with them?
It's pretty fun because after matches, we are always at the same tournaments, and it's always fun because after the match, you're just all hanging out. You all go to the same area, so it's pretty fun.
Yeah. Girls wrestling. Let's just talk about girls wrestling in general. What do you think makes it so special?
I think it makes it special because girls had to overcome the power of that wrestling is a men's sport, and I think girls have really shown that we can put in work and we can make it our own thing.
Yeah, I think so too. And you guys do such a good job about really competing hard on the mat. But then, like you said, after the match is over, you're all friends. You get to know each other. It's really a cool thing. I've enjoyed it very much. The last 10 or so years I've worked around girls wrestling has been some of the best coaching and some of the best, most fun I've had. Um, I want to get to know you not just as a wrestler, but as a person too. Uh, do you do anything outside of wrestling
I do band
and band? How long have you been in the band?
for about 6 years.
6 years. And what instrument do you play?
I play euphonium.
And euphonium, you told me earlier, that's kind of like a small tuba.
Yeah,
Is a baritone bigger or smaller?
it's about the same size.
About the same size. I was a baritone player in seventh and eighth grade. So that's the extent of my band. I sucked at it. But so do you think band, because I think everything kind of it works together. Do you think band helps you in anything like wrestling?
Overall, I think band has helped me like just memorize things and keep it to, like just make it all like one fun thing. Because when I play music, I feel like I'm just in the moment, I'm enjoying it. And then when I'm on the mat, it's just you have to be in the moment for you can enjoy the match and enjoy the tournament altogether.
Yeah. So again, I want to talk about you. Like I said, I don't know you super well, so I wanted to kind of really get to know you. So starting in eighth grade, you haven't had a long time. What's some of the things that you think has really helped you, man, get from a starting wrestler and just a few years later placing at the state tournament, which is a very hard thing to do.
I would believe that when I first started, I didn't really want to get in the room. I wasn't sure about the sport, but having my coaches just be there and teach me that it is okay to be different and that I can do whatever I want on the mat and off, it helped me really improve in my wrestling. I was able to overcome a lot of different obstacles in my journey.
And then has wrestling done things to help you in the rest of your life?
I would say wrestling has really helped me be a better person. My coaches have always strived for that you have to be a better person, a better student, and then a better athlete. So I think it's really helped me just get like work done in school and stay focused because then I have something to do afterwards. And then it's always just taught me that I have to be humble and not have such a big ego.
Yeah, wrestling has a really good way of humbling you, doesn't it? Definitely does. Um, what do you think you want to continue wrestling after high school?
I plan to continue wrestling after high school.
And see, you're going into your June, no, you're going into
Senior.
your senior year. Have you started looking at anything yet? Have you looked at schools?
I've looked at a few colleges.
What for the colleges? Because I know I have a lot of college coaches that actually listen to this. What major do you want to be?
I want to be a criminal justice major.
Criminal justice. I think a lot of those have that. How close to home do you want to be?
Um, I'm a big like family person, so a couple hours away is mostly my goal.
Yep. And there's a lot of options and well in Iowa, Nebraska, both
Yeah.
have a lot of options. So that's good. And then uh, when it's all said and done, do you think you would want to come back and coach or officiate?
I plan on coming back and coaching back at North after I get my degree and get everything going. I've definitely talked to my coaches about it, and I would just love to continue on and hopefully ref some girls too.
That's awesome. So Sioux City, I'm not too far away from Sioux City either, so I get there quite a bit. Let's talk about food in Sioux City because there's a lot of really good places to eat. If I was heading there and I said, "Hey, let's go eat somewhere," where's your favorite place to go out to eat?
I really like going to Monterey's. I really love Mexican food.
Oh, where's Monterey's at?
There is one on Hamilton over. It's like over by North, and then there's one over by East,
Okay,
also.
kind of close. Very
Yeah.
good. So before or after weigh-ins, what is
Oh.
your go-to things right after weigh-ins?
Definitely a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and then applesauce is my big thing.
Applesauce. How much water you drink a day? I'm trying to
Um,
see if we're hydrated people or not.
I try to drink at least three, like my big wallas.
Okay, so you're probably getting close to a gallon of water a day. Do you use anything after except for water after weigh-ins? Do you use any sports drinks, any electrolyte stuff?
Sometimes I'll have a Pedialyte or a Gatorade. Otherwise, I'll fill up a other water bottle full of water and I'll put some electrolytes into it.
Gotcha. Um, Outside of wrestling, I love food. I like sweets. I like all kinds of things. Do you have a guilty pleasure food, something you really crave?
Oreos. That was a big thing during wrestling season was Oreos.
What's your favorite Oreo? Are you double stuffing it? I mean,
Double stuff for sure.
okay, now how's the right proper way to eat an Oreo?
Oh, I always eat the top off of it first, and then I'll eat like the cream on the inside with the bottom cookie.
Okay. All right. Are you dunking your Oreos at all?
Usually, sometimes.
You're a dunker. These are important questions. These are really what matters. If you could go anywhere in the state, not anywhere in the state, anywhere for vacation, anywhere you wanted to, where would you go?
I want to go to the U.S. Virgin Islands. I really like the beach.
I'm a beach person too. I think that would be awesome. Yeah, that's a really that's you're the first one that said U.S. Virgin Islands, so we'll mark that down as a first. But no, that would be a great place because I know the water is just crystal clear there. The farther south you get, it's the Caribbean water would be really fun. I've never been farther south than like Fort Lauderdale, so I'm hoping someday to get there
Yeah.
too. So would you say you're more of a beach person and you wouldn't enjoy the mountains as much?
I don't know. I really do like the mountains, but I would definitely pick the beach over it.
Yeah, I've kind of found that there's either beach or mountain people because either people want to be warm or they don't care about being cold, and I hate being cold, so
I hate being cold.
it is not fun at all. I'm sure Sioux City North, do you guys have a youth program that you have in the area that you work with at all?
We sometimes have like youth nights where we have kids come in and me and my coaches will help like teach them a bunch of things. Otherwise, right now we have our North Side freestyle going on for a bunch of middle
Oh,
school girls and high school girls.
yeah, and you have a freestyle tournament coming up too shortly, don't you?
We're planning on having it.
Good. Very good. We'll have to find that date and I'll get that advertised some more for you because I know I did one time, but we'll have to get that back on there. But for those girls that are coming in, the youth, what do you hope that your story, your journey in wrestling says to them or teaches them?
Um, the overall thing is transforming a physical setback into more of a mental comeback was just a huge thing for me throughout my years of wrestling.
I got to write that down
You're good.
because now the next question I'm going to ask you is you got to help me. And I think you might have just honestly said it. Um, a tagline for the YouTube post. I really like this, a physical setback to a mental comeback. I really like that. Do you have anything else that would go with that, or is that something that you think would be an awesome one too? That was probably the easiest one we've done.
I think that will be it.
I think that definitely is. That's really good. I like that a lot. That'll pop well. And that's definitely a good one. So when you look back on wrestling, you get to be old and gray and you're telling your grandkids that you were a badass wrestler and you were a tough person and they're like, I can't believe it, Grandma. But what are you going to remember most about your wrestling?
Oh, that's hard. I think overall, remembering it will just be like going out on the mat and just realizing that you don't like there's nothing stopping you from being great and nothing stopping you from doing what you've told yourself you can do.
I like that too. That would almost be another possible tagline there. Nothing stopping you from being great. I'm going to write that down too because I might use that for something else. I like that. You're good. You got some good quotes. Definitely like that. Um, so you're still in school, so I can give you a quick quiz. One question, fill in the blanks. All right.
Huh.
Wrestling has taught me to blank. What has wrestling taught you?
Wrestling has taught me overall to, oh, that's hard. Overcome adversity throughout like injuries and mental blocks, honestly.
Very good. I should have asked this earlier, but uh, Coach Case and it's Ethan? What's is it
Sorensen.
Sorensen?
Yes.
Sorensen, Coach Sorensen. What are those two like in the room? What their coaching style and how they help you?
Sorensen, he really likes to get down on the mat and he helps us really get in depth with our moves and he tries to take it one by one and really help you learn it. And then Case, he's a really big pusher, so is Sorensen, but Case will sit there and he'll realize like if you're having a hard day and he'll help you talk about it and then he'll go to Sorensen and they'll really help you at the end of the day.
So they work really well as a team together, kind
Yeah.
of giving you guys the thing. And like I said, I've been really impressed with the Sioux City schools overall. But Sioux City North is you guys have really come on as a team. And it's really impressive to watch. I see things, I watch things differently, maybe because I'm getting old and I know I'm getting close to retiring, but I like to watch and see how things are progressing in this sport. And Sioux City North is really one of those in our area that has come on and just does a really good job. So and you're a big part of that. You're definitely leading some of those kids. Um, Advice to younger girls who maybe are on that fence. Man, I don't know if I should go out for wrestling. I don't want to get made fun of. I don't want this. I don't want that. The excuses, but why would you say go out for wrestling?
Going out for wrestling really shows that even if you're different, you don't want to go out for it because not many people do it. It's okay to be different and you can go do what you want to do. And at the end of the day, it's not going to matter in 10 years what you do now. You just got to go for it and have fun and build those connections.
Yeah, that's a good statement. It's not going to matter years from now. Other than in wrestling, it's taught you to do really hard things.
Yeah.
That's something that it definitely has given all of us. And it's really fun to it's a fun sport to be around. So not that many years ago, if someone said you wrestle like a girl, it was very derogatory, right?
Yeah.
They were making fun of you, but that's not the case any longer. Girls have actually saved the sport of wrestling. What do you think now it means to wrestle like a girl?
Empowerment is a big one, setting self-confidence and learning how to overcome adversity and make your own goals for yourself.
Very good. I have gotten through my entire outline that I do. It's really been fun to get to know you, and I am impressed. I've watched you wrestle for a few years now, and I'm always like, man, she's tough, and I'm always looking at how do we get around her in the bracket. But no, you've done a great job. You did a great job this year. Definitely look forward to seeing your senior year, and then beyond that, where you're going to end up at school. But I always leave a little bit of time for maybe a final thought, something that you would want to let anybody know about the sport of wrestling or about yourself.
Um, the sport of wrestling is overall just you have to have fun to be able to go through it. On the mat, it's a battle between you and one person, but at the end of the day, it's just the effort you put in the room and like my coaches say, it's control the controllables, your attitude, effort, and energy every day.
Very good. Well, again, it was fun to get to know you a little bit better. this coming up season. Maybe we'll get to talk in person more times. And I think heard through the grapevine, we're trying to get, some things set up between the two teams. So we might
Yeah,
actually have a duel. So that'll be really fun.
yeah,
And well, one last thing, state duels this next
yeah.
year. I know you guys have really been building on your team. Uh, what would you think about it if you had the opportunity to go down and wrestle the state duels? What would that mean?
Going down and wrestling the state duels will definitely mean a lot for me, especially it being my senior season. But I think it'll set up the North team very well and the mindset of all the girls and get them really far.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how they're going to get it all arranged yet, but anybody in Northwest Iowa with a full team, which you guys have a pretty much full team, has a good shot at making it. So look forward to seeing you next year, and I will talk to you later.
Thank you.